Good morning, everyone. My name is Dorcas Okese, and I'm really excited to be applying for the SHIP's co-president position. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about me. So I'm gonna be a senior next year, yay! But I'm a chemistry and French double major. I love to sing. I love to talk to people. I love to laugh a lot. Yeah, it's good for the heart. So, and yeah, I'm a people person, extroverted person, and I just can't wait to be part of the Ships team. So, I'm going to tell you guys about the little bit of the organizations that I be part of on campus. So I was part of the Okese, which is the African and Caribbean Association Society, which I was president and vice president and now secretary. And I was also part of AfroBlend, which is like a African dance team, which I'm the president, currently president. I'm also part of Tag Girls, which I think you guys know, which is the Swanee Afro dance team. I'm also part of the NAACP, which is the National Organization Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I probably messed it up. Something like that. But I'm also part of BSU, and I was a French manager 2 years ago. Yeah, and yeah. So I think I'm a really good fit for this position because I'm very passionate about health. Actually, I was born in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and where I was born, a lot of people didn't have access to health. And there was a lot of health disparities. Like a lot of people, wealthy people, could access health and could see doctors, but you could see people who didn't have the means to do so will like die for small diseases such as like maybe like the flu. I mean, the flu is not small, but like maybe like if they had a cough or a fever or something like that was easily preventable. But like you would see a lot of people are just dying for no reasons, and that was also because of the lack of resources, the lack of information, and also just not having enough to get the health advices or the healthcare that they needed. So I'm really passionate about health. Because of that, I'm really passionate and I really care about communicating and I really care about helping people get the resources that they need, which is why I'm applying for this position. Because as for myself, I will talk a little bit about my own experience as Swanee. My sophomore year academically was really horrible, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get into medical school. I'm failing biology. Oh my goodness. And I went to see a few health advisors at Swanee. And some of them were like, oh, you're never going to get into medical school because they had this specific path that every student had to do so well. Like in all these classes, you need to get all A's and B's and stuff. And I was just like so discouraged. So SMHS actually had organized a visit during spring break where they allowed us to go visit other medical schools and talk to different advisors and ask them questions and bring your resume. So I did that and I brought my resume and I talked to one of the health advisors at MUSC, which is the medical school in Charleston, South Carolina. And she looked at my class and she was like, no, actually this medical school doesn't require 3 biology classes and they actually only require 2, and you can retake your classes and as long as you get a higher grade than what you did, they would take the higher grade and disregard whatever grades you had, which I didn't know. So I was really happy about that, and that definitely like impacted my Swanee health career. So I'm really passionate, like I'm really happy for that, and that is one of the things that I would like to bring as Ships, is to create these opportunities for people that feel like they're stuck or they feel like they have limited they have limited resources at Swanee, so they can not only focus on Swanee, but they can also reach out to other people and reach out to the world and make those connections that really matter and that really will matter at the end. So, and this will also allow me, like I said, to help people get the help that they want and the resources that they want, because that is something I'm truly passionate about and something that I will even want to do in the future. So that's also a good exercise for me, helping you, and you guys will be helping me in return. So something I really liked about Ships will be, I think, the small groups, because I know they divided up in like not just pre, like pre-med and like maybe pre-dental or pre-PT. So I really like the small groups. But one thing I would like to kind of change about it would be maybe icebreakers, because when I first came into like one of the Ships meeting, I felt like everybody already knew each other, even though some people were trying to be friendly with me because they only knew me because I took a class with them. But you kind of felt like you were at a place, you know? You kind of felt like, oh, this is weird. I don't know all these people. Like, what are they going to think about me and stuff? So I would definitely want to have like a type of like icebreaker, like, oh, let's introduce each other. Let's like sit with people you never sat with, that type of things, you know, because sorry, I think it's really fun because we did some like one of the game nights I think before we left, where we had like these games about all the health things that we knew, and we had to like someone on the group had to go and like guess something, and we had the whole group had to guess. That was really fun, and I would really want to do more things like that so people feel more comfortable with the president or the leaders and the people around them, so they feel like, oh, I can reach out to this person, like it's okay even if we don't really talk as Swanee, like these people will help me if I need their help. So that's really something I look forward, and I really would love to help ships become just like more of a family, because I feel like that is something we really lack on campus, is inclusivity, and just, you know, just to be that resources that can help people get to where they need to be. Because I feel like a lot of times at Swanee we feel like we're limited. You feel like you don't know the resources, like, oh my gosh, like I don't know where I'm gonna go when I graduate, like how to even apply for medical school or PT school or nursing school. So I think that's really important that everyone get that sense of reliance to peer health, to just peer like people that are with them, so they can just like be a resources to everybody and everyone. So yeah, that's why I really would like to be president. Please vote for me. Yeah, please vote for me. And yeah, I really love to be co-president. And I also understand, I think I was asked this question during my interview of like, because I of if I was over involved. So I'm really good at balancing my time, so I don't think that will be a problem. And most of those organizations I listed in the beginning, I'm not part of this anymore. So there were things that I did maybe like two or 3 years ago, but I don't think I'm doing, like, I'm only doing I think 3 or 4 next year. So it's not really gonna be a lot on my plate. So I could definitely manage the time, and I would definitely be committed to y'all and get to know y'all a little bit more and stuff. So that would be nice, and y'all can learn a little bit of French. But yeah, yeah. So I think that's it. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Bye.